What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm Dave Harris. Usually I put out military videos about the Navy, but in this video I want to share with you guys what I've been doing since I got out the military. Just give you guys an update of how my life has been going. So just a little backstory about myself. I was in the Navy for 8 years as a cook, a CS. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia for 5 years, and I did 3 years in San Diego, California. Then I got out the Navy. I've been out for 10 months now. So basically what I've been doing since I've been out, I just been going to school. If you can see my shirt, I'm in the fire academy, so I'm in school to be a firefighter. So I did 4 months of EMT training. I did 3 months of Fire 1, and now I'm in Fire 2 for the next 4 months. So it's a year-long schooling, and then I'll get my certificate to be a firefighter, and I can go out and apply for a job as a firefighter. So that's what I've been doing. Pretty much how I've been sustaining my lifestyle, how I've been getting paid. I just been, if you're in school, you can use the post 9/11 GI Bill to get the E5BH, which out here in Florida is $1,600. So I'm getting that, and then if you don't know, I'm a 100% disabled veteran, so I'm getting another check for $3,500. So I'm making a little over $5,000 a month, and that's how I've been sustaining the lifestyle for the past couple months, pretty much. So yeah, I'm doing great. And you might be wondering, well, if you're 100%, how you're going to school to be a firefighter? Well, I talked to the VA. If your injuries does not interfere with your job, you could still work. And if you don't know, if you're 100%, you can still work. As long as you're not 100% unemployable, that's when you can't work. But I'm just 100% PT, permanent and total, so I could still work. And it doesn't matter what I do as long as my disability doesn't interfere with my job, which they don't. So yeah, just to clear that up. And I would say what I like most about being out the Navy, the military, is pretty much not having to wake up early every morning. So I'm taking night classes, so my classes are from 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So I don't have to wake up early for that. I get to sleep in, and that's what I like most. And I don't have to worry about going on deployment, worry about going out to sea. After having a family, that gets old quick. So that's all in the past, and I'm here every day. Don't have to worry about going out on the ship or out on the water. So I like that most about being out the Navy. I would say the hardest part about being out the Navy for me, since I have a family, the hardest part has been just getting health care for my family. So me being 100%, I'm covered with the VA, so I'm good with my health care and dental, but for them, so it's just been an ongoing battle trying to get consistent health care. So when I got out, I was under the assumption that I'll have 6 months of health care for myself and my family after I get out, and that's not true. If you get out voluntarily, the military cut ties with you with everything, so you won't get that 6 months of health care and dental. But if you were to get out involuntarily, like if you hit your higher tenure or you're medically discharged, you could get 6 months of medical coverage by the military after you got out. So just to clear that up. So with that being said, when I got out, my plan was to go right into the reserves just so I can have that health care and base access, keep my military ID card. But I wasn't able to get into the reserves right away. So when I got out, my health care stopped for my dependents. So that was like the scariest thing, because I didn't know if anything was to happen in that time frame where we didn't have health care, I was going to have to pay out of pocket. And that was going to be a lot of money depending on what the situation was. So basically I had to wait until I got into the reserves until I started getting health care for my dependents. And then what had happened was I went to get my ID card for my reserve, and they messed up and gave me a retired ID card. So that had messed up everything, and it canceled out my reserve health care, and then it put me under like a retiree health care. So then I had to go apply for the retiree health care, and then by the time they got it fixed, this is like maybe 2 months down the line, it cut off my retiree health care. So I had to go back and apply for the reserve health care for my dependents. So it was just an ongoing battle. And then I found out, with me being 100%, I get something called Champ VA for my dependents. So Champ VA is it's pretty much medical benefits if you're 100% disabled veteran. So now I got my wife and daughter under Champ VA. So that's great because they don't have to pay for anything for that. And they also have a dental plan. It's like Delta Dental, so they're covered under there. It's $40 a month for my 2 dependents. So that's great. We finally got that taken care of, and it's 10 months after I got the military, and we're just now getting this taken care of. They just got their ID cards for the Champ VA and Delta Dental. So I know it was a long talk, but that was probably the hardest thing about getting out the military was the health care. But if it was just myself, you know, VA covers me, so I'll be good with that. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, I was in the reserve, so I'm technically in the reserves right now. When I got out of the Navy, I went to go into the Navy reserves, but they said they didn't have any jobs available for me. So I end up going to the Air Force reserves. I talked to an Air Force recruiter while I was at MEPS, and he said he had jobs available. With my score, I was able to get into the Air Force reserves. So yeah, I went into the Air Force reserves. And I was in the reserves with the Air Force. My job was my rank was a staff sergeant, and then my job was a maintenance mechanic. So I was going to be working on aircraft. But 2 months after I got into the reserves, I found out I was 100% disabled veteran from the VA. So now I'm like, man, I really don't need to be in the reserves, because the whole point of me being in reserves was to keep my military ID, to have base access, and to get health care for my family, my dependents. And with me being 100% disabled, I'm already guaranteed that anyway. So I was like, it's no point of me being in the reserves. The only thing I'll be missing out on is like the retirement if I was to finish up my time in the reserves and get a retirement check. But to me, it wasn't worth it, because with me being in the Air Force reserves, my base where I was going to do my drill weekends, it was 4 hours away. So once a month I had to drive 4 hours away, and I had to get a hotel, which was covered, but it was just taking time away from me being in school. So I had my lab days on Saturday, so I would miss one day of lab day that I had to make up, and it was just coming to conflict with school. And then we found out my wife is pregnant. So she was pregnant at the time, and I was going to have to go to, in the Navy it's A school, but in the Air Force it's tech school. So they was going to send me to tech school for like another year, for like 6 months to 9 months for tech school. And I was like, it's just too much. I'm trying to finish school. My wife's pregnant now, and it's a lot going on. So I feel like the best decision was to get out. So right now I'm in active reserves. So I don't go and drill. I still might got my military ID card with the reserves, but I don't drill. And pretty much I'm gonna just ride this out until my contract ends in 4 years. So but I don't get paid or anything. So but it all worked out for me. But yeah, like I said, so some of the things that's been happening since I got out of the military, some exciting things. So like I said, my wife, she's pregnant now, so we're on our 2nd child. She's due in February. Yeah, it's a girl, so I guess I'm a girl dad. We having another girl that's due in February. And we also bought a townhouse. So since I've been out of the military, we bought a townhouse. So I just bought a townhouse a month ago, which I'm in my garage right now. I'm sitting on my weights, my bench. I got a gym in my garage and whatnot. I give y'all a tour of my townhouse later on, but another day. But yeah, we bought a townhouse, which is great. Yeah, so everything has been going that I set out to do when I got out of the military. I accomplished everything, or I'm in the process of accomplishing. So with that being said, I encourage you guys that's thinking about getting out, have a plan, have a plan, have a plan. Make sure you have a backup plan, because you know plans don't work out. So just kind of move with the punches, go with the flow, but always follow up on your plans. And you shouldn't have no problem with getting out the military. I encourage you guys, if you want to get out, go for it, because you're going to have a lot of people that discourage you on getting out because they don't want to get out or they're afraid to get out, so they're going to always have something negative to say. But don't listen to them. You know what's best for you, so just have a plan. And I would also say some tips that I would have you guys do before you get out was save up money. Save up as much money as you can, because you never know if you're going to have a job right away or your school going to start right away. You never know what's going to happen. So just having that comfort, that cushion, the buffer of money saved up, it goes a long way to help you sleep at night. So me, I had $15,000 saved up, and I didn't even have to tap into that. Maybe $1,000. But right after I got out the military, I was on terminal leave for 2 months. So I took terminal leave December 29th. I didn't officially get out the military to February 24th. So it was about 2 months of me still getting a steady paycheck while I wasn't even in the military, pretty much. So that's another thing. Save up as many leave days as you can. I know guys that had 80 days of leave saved up, and you're still getting paid from the military. So save that money as much as you can. Save up them leave days. Go to medical. That's a tongue twister, but go to medical. Document everything that's wrong with you. So when you do file your VA claims, it's documented, it's service connected, and you can, get a nice disability compensation. But go to medical, document everything, and start your VA process claims. 90 to 180 days the window before you get out. Start your claims. It'll make the process sooner. It took me like 3 months to get my disability check, to find out my rating. It took 3 months. That's a lot quicker than I heard from other people. They took like years, or a year, 6 months, but I got mine at 3 months. And you can check out other videos I have of the process and what I filed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, pay off your debt. If you know you're about to get out, pay off your debt, because you don't have too many unexpected bills that you're paying on, and you don't even know exactly how you're going to get paid. But pay off that debt. And that's about it. That's basically what I've been doing since I've been out of the military. I just been going to school for 3 days a week, and that's it. So I've been chilling, and you can see that I bought a house. And I'm not even working. I'm not even in the military. I bought a house. I'm in school. We having another kid, and I'm saving money too. So I'm living great. And a lot of people, when I was getting out, it was like, yo, it's not easy out there. It's scary. And they just try to make it seem like the military is the only thing that's going to work for you, and that's not the case. Look at my life as an example, and I'm doing well, and I know a lot of people that's doing well that got out the military. So I encourage you guys, if you want to get out, if you're on the fence about it, just do it, but make sure you have a plan. And with that being said, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I can kind of guide you on the right way or what steps I took, and we'll go from there. But thank you for watching my video. Until next time, deuces.